Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Chris's Collectible Corner, and for those of you who are new, thank you for coming through to tune in for this review. And today we're taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Adult Vegeta from Dragon Ball Daima. But before we get into the figure itself, if you wouldn't mind, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification to be notified when new reviews are uploaded to the channel. It really helps and I appreciate the support. Well, as you can see here, we have the pretty standard S.H.Figuarts packaging. We have some promotional image and poses of the figure in the back. Then we have the nice window at the front, showcasing the figure itself and some of the accessories that it comes with. And on the right side of the box, you can see some more promotional art of Vegeta as well as along the side. But enough of that, let's get this guy out the box and take a closer look. And here we have him, the long awaited and long overdue official first time ever 3.0 Vegeta from Tamashii Nations. I know we got one before from Beast Deities, so don't come at me in the comments, but this is the first 3.0 Vegeta that we've gotten from Tamashii Nations. It's unfortunate, I guess, that it came in the form of Daima, but I will say this line has been full of surprises to me. I think when we saw promotional images of this line and the figures coming out, we were all kind of like disappointed and kind of let down because we want to get into the Cell Saga and those figures. But with each figure that I've been getting from this line and reviewing, they've actually all been a pleasant surprise. So we'll get into that later in the video, but just looking at the aesthetic, as you can see, he's a lot smaller, slimmer frame, and the biggest differences that you can see here is the diaper area that's right by his crotch and his butt. That's now made of a soft plastic, and then the armor, the upper body, it kind of cuts and then goes further down on the side, and there are parts of it that are made of a soft plastic as well, which is supposed to aid with giving him better articulation and getting his arms across his body. Vegeta's been long overdue for a rehaul, so it's about time the Prince of All Saiyans got his due, and I'm just glad that we're finally here and we finally got him. I don't care if it's Daima. I'm just happy we got an updated 3.0 Armored Vegeta. But now let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. Alright, so as for his accessories, he's pretty bare bone, but once again, this is a retail release. It's scheduled to release here in the States later on in June. I got mine overseas, and it's only 35 bucks. So, he comes with a windy hair sculpt, which is nice. I'm glad that they're adding these different variations of the hair, or at least just more variety when it comes to the hair, especially when it comes to Saiyan characters. And then 3 facial expressions, which are the same facial expressions that it came with in the mini Daima Vegeta. So we have the smirking face, the gritted face with him looking to the side, and of course the shouting face. Now as for the other accessories that it comes with, he comes with 4 pairs of hands, and then he also comes with, of course, Vegeta's iconic crossed arms. And I will say, these all look really good. The cross arms are pretty easy to put on. If you ever owned a Vegeta figure in the past, it's pretty simple. You just remove his arms from the shoulder joint and then plug this one back in to give Vegeta his iconic stance whenever he decides to be antisocial. Then of course we have his fighting pose hands, so you could put Vegeta in an iconic stance when he's getting ready to throw down with Goku or whoever he's trying to go against. Then we have what I like to call his big bang attack hands, because that's primarily the position his hand takes when he's getting ready to launch that attack. It just makes me think when he killed Android, who was it? 19 or 20 with the fat white one that looks like a clown. This was the same position and hand pose that he made when he blew him to hell, so there we go. Then we have some open palm ki blast hands, which is necessary for any Dragon Ball character because they're always shooting ki blasts. And then we have another pair of like kind of ki blast hands, but they're a little bit more bent to fingers kind of grip. So I guess you could kind of look at that as when you want him to be charging an attack before he lets a blast off, like whether it be his final flash or his Gallic gun. Alright, so let's take a look at the articulation on this new adult Daima 3.0 Vegeta, the first that we've ever gotten from Tamashii. I'm excited, let's do this. Alright, so we're gonna start with his arms like we always do. Up here, he has soft plastic. I'm not sure if you can see that, see? Look. I move the arm up, it flexes, bends in, which is great. Allows for better mobility, so the arms can go way past 90, as you can see. There you go. Alright. Go all the way around, no problem there. Double bicep, little bicep swivel and double elbow peg right there, so good mobility. And because he's like thinner and smaller, he moves around a lot easier. And just like the Daima Goku, he feels great in hand. Alright, and then of course here's what we want to check, because the upper chest is made of soft plastic. So let's see, can we get his arms across? Yes we can, look at that. Wow. There you go. So you're not gonna have a problem with getting his hands close together to do ki blast like poses. So yeah, really good. Wish the butterfly joint came out a little bit more, but the soft plastic kind of helps with you trying to get his arms across. So yeah, that's good, man. Real nice. All right, you know what I gotta check? Ab crunch. Let's see how that looks, because he has a new longer cuts on the side of the armor. So does this help with the soft plastic? Yeah. Boom, there you go. Look at that. Heard something crack. I hope I didn't break anything. Oh, okay, it was just the armor right there, just poked out. Pushed it beyond its limits. That's alright. You're saying you can handle it. But yeah, alright, so good ab crunch. And right here, his little diaper's new booty that he got. Ooh, ooh. This is all soft plastic, so it's gonna aid with the leg articulations. So let's take a look at that. Boom! Look at that. Vegeta ain't playing. Vegeta got the moves. There you go. Split. Boom. No problem. Even a little bit higher if you want to. Really good. I really like what they did here. This new material that they're using to help keep the aesthetic but aid in the articulation and moving these figures is great. There you go. Double knee bend. Thigh rotation. Don't try that at home, you'll break your leg. Alright. Same with this leg. Boom. And you can kick back because it's soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about that. His booty looks a little weird, but you know, it's alright. Just straighten it out. Boom. And then we got the new ankles. Finally, Vegeta has the new 3.0 ankles. So you can bend it forward, up, and have really good side-to-side pivot. So you're not going to have any problems posing this guy. Yeah, this figure is great in hand, and I'm going to say it now. If you can get this figure, you see it in the wild, or if you're able to find him online, get him. He is great. He feels really good in hand. Oh, last but not least, I'm sorry. I skipped ahead. So, boom, he could look up that much. Boom, he could look down that much. And you could push harder because the upper chest is soft plastic. So there you go. Tilt side to side. Turn all the way around. Do the exercise on you. And same with the torso. Forgot to show that side to side swivel. So there you go. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun playing with this guy. He's great. Finally, we got a 3.0 Vegeta, and he works so well. This has to be the new standard on how to make Vegetas going forward. Man, I can't wait to see what they do with the Super Vegeta from the Cell Saga, if they're going to use this kind of technology. This is great. Yeah, there you go, guys. Alright, now for some comparisons. Here we have them with the rest of the Daima line. And like I said previously, the Daima line has been a pleasant surprise for me. Each figure that I get from this line has been really good and better than what I expected. I really feel like the promo images that they released for these guys didn't do it justice. It wasn't until I got these guys in hand that I realized how good and what direction Tamashii was trying to go with their future figures. So definitely pick these guys up. Now for some other comparisons with Vegeta and some other smaller characters from the series. Here we have him with the Tonson Arts Kid Buu. And then here we have him with Teen Gohan from the Cell Saga. And of course, we have to put Vegeta next to Frieza. And yeah, they look like they're about the same height. And I don't know how I feel about that. I think I remember in some shots in the Frieza Saga, Vegeta and Full Power Frieza were about the same height. I think Vegeta should be a little bit taller than he is here, but I feel like he should be a little bit taller than that. Then here we have him with Beast Gohan with the HM Creation head sculpt, which I recently reviewed on the channel, so check that out if you like. Gohan definitely hit a growth spurt and just surpassed Vegeta. Vegeta looks like a kid next to him. And then here we have him with the Kong Studios Vegeta with the HM Creation Vegeta head sculpts. And I think the comparison that most people are interested in is Vegeta with the older Vegeta figures. So these are the two most recent releases we have of Vegeta from the Namek Saga, the 24,000 power level and the old style battle clothes. So you can see the difference in how the build is, like just looking at the crotch area, pause. You'll see that the old ones kind of have like these segmented pieces around the hips, where this new Daima one is just one piece, but it's made out of a soft plastic, so this way it doesn't hinder the articulation. And you can also see the same thing with the armor and the upper half of it. The sides come down a little bit more in the Daima figure, where on the older figures they kind of cut off right by the ribs. And probably a more direct comparison would be this one. This is the Vegeta we've gotten for years. This body, the Super Saiyan Vegeta, we've gotten it forever. And as you can see, the shoulders a bit bigger. Once again, the segmented pieces by the crotch area, and just the differences in the armor. Like the straps on the shoulders are hard plastic on that one, where the new one, once again, is a soft plastic. I will say though, I like the height of the older Vegeta more than I do this Daima one. I get it, maybe it's just for this particular style of the line, but I don't know, I prefer the height of the older Vegeta to this newer one. And then here we have him directly compared to the first 3.0 Vegeta that we kind of got from a third party, which is Beast Deity. So right here you can see the differences. And yeah, the Beast Deities one looks obviously a lot bigger and buffer, where the Daima one is a lot more slim. But the heights are still pretty much comparable. Alright, so let's get into everyone's favorite portion of the video, the question that most people ask: what heads can fit on that new Vegeta body? Whenever we get a new Goku, a new Trunks, a new Vegeta, or a new Gohan, depending on the age that they pick them, that's usually the question people want to ask. Is it compatible with the older figures, and can I swap them around? It's almost like when a new video game system comes out and everyone wonders if it's backwards compatible with the previous system. So here we are again. So with the new Daima Vegeta, adult Vegeta, we're going to try all the 2.0 Vegeta heads, because this is technically the first 3.0 Vegeta. We have some third party, obviously. We have the Beast Deities, we got Tonsen, and then we also got Demonical Fit. So we're going to start with the most recent Vegetas, the 24,000 power level Vegeta from Namek. So let's check this out, see how this looks and if it can fit. And nope. As you can see, that is not fitting at all. Also, if I hold it in place, he looks crazy. That is a wild looking head. Oh man, sorry, hold on, let me fix them. Yeah, these heads are way too big for this body. This body is very stylized for the Daima series, and as you can see, it just swivels around. I'm assuming that's going to be the case with all of these. Let's just do a speed run, but yeah. Oh wait, hold on, this one might actually work. Oh no, alright, so this one, the peg does not fit, but the neck fills in the hole where it will go in, so it kind of stays in place. So there you go. If you want a slimmer, smaller Vegeta with the Namek head, there you go. I still think this head is a little bit too unproportional to the body, but you know, you could flub it. I think you could get away with it if you really wanted to. I think depending on how you pose it, you could get away with it. Alright, so let's take that off. Alright, now this is the 2.0 Vegeta head that we've been getting for years. I mean, obviously this is a more updated one, but the sculpt is exactly the same as the Scouter Vegeta that we got years back, and then the old school Super Saiyan Vegeta. So it's the same sculpt, same everything, just updated paint job. So, will this fit? No, it will not. But this head does look good on this body. I'm not mad at that. This does look good. I know, I thought it would look kind of weird, but it actually goes really well. I like this. Alright, and I'm sure a little blue tack, or you can get some custom neck pegs to swap it out to fit that. There you go. Here's Super Saiyan Blue. No, that's not fitting. That's not sitting at all. There we go. Messed around with it. That doesn't look bad either. Yeah, that's pretty good. The hair's more confined. Alright, so let's swap this guy out. Now, this is the Beast Deity's Jade Rabbit Vegeta head. So, this is technically the first 3.0 Vegeta that we got from a third-party company. So, is it compatible? No. Whoa, also, he looks kind of weird with that head. I don't know. The head just looks way, the face and the head looks too big for this body. Yeah, this is weird, man. Not a good look. I was gonna use the blue tack, but I don't think we're gonna need it. I think you guys get the gist. Alright, now Tonson. Let's see. Yeah, nope. And well, he actually looks like a teenager. Like, kind of like an adolescent with this, because the hair comes out so much and his body's so tiny. Yeah, that doesn't fit either. And I also don't like how that looks, so there we go. Whoa, sorry, Vegeta. Stand tall. Pride, remember that. Alright, and last but not least, this is the Demonical Fit Super Saiyan Vegeta head from way back. It's the same mold as the one that comes with the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, where, you know, we got the Super Saiyan God and the Super Saiyan Blue, so it's the exact same sculpt, just in Super Saiyan. That's it. It doesn't fit, but proportionally on the body, I think this goes with this the best. This looks really good. I really like that. Wow. I think this is perfect for this Vegeta. Yeah, skin tones match too. Yeah, man. If you still have these laying around, I think there's a way to go. And if you have the Broly movie Vegeta and you want to put the Super Saiyan God one on here, I think that's going to look really good. Obviously, you're going to need some blue tack because it's not a perfect fit. But, yeah. Also, I'm sure you guys probably guessed that by now, but this head doesn't fit on any of the other Vegeta bodies. This neck peg is the same neck peg as the Daima Goku, the 2.0. So if you want to put some Goku heads on here or a Team Gohan head, you could do that. But as far as all of these Vegeta heads, none of them are compatible, well, with this Vegeta. So I hope that answers your question and, you know, clears out your curiosity. Alright guys, so that was my review on the S.H.Figuarts Adult Vegeta from Dragon Ball Daima. And if you couldn't tell by now, I love this figure. I think this figure is great for the price that you get him at. The new technology that they implemented on this guy to give him better mobility, and he just feels more sturdy. And finally, Vegeta has better angles and not those horrible angles we've been getting for years. He's a retail release, and like I said before, I think this is the new standard of Vegeta that we have to get going forward. I got mine from Hobby Model Store. If you want, you can go to their website. I'll link it below. You can pick them up there right now if you don't want to wait for them to come into the States. And as you guys all know, I usually use the Dragon Radar and the Dragon Balls from a scale from 1 to 7 to rate these guys. And I'm going to give this guy here a 7. That's the first 7 that I've given on the channel. Maybe I'm biased because Vegeta is my favorite character, but this figure is great. I was going to give him a 6 because I felt like he was lacking with the accessories, but for $35 once again, he comes with 2 sets of hairs, enough hands for more than enough dynamic poses, the crossed arms, and just the overall build of this figure is just great. He's a lot of fun to play with, and I think he'd be a great addition to your collection. But you guys let me know below. Are you excited for this figure? Are you going to pick him up or are you going to pass on him? Comment below and let me know your thoughts. With that said, I hope you guys found this review informative. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification to be notified when new reviews are uploaded to the channel. Thank you for stopping by my corner of the internet, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.